All right. Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash Barakatah. Shalom to the elect. All right. Double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone. All you brothers out there on the highways and byways pushing the truth and sincerity. This is the brother Yawadon from GMS Denver, GMS Colorado. This is my second piece to selection and election. Hopefully this video is edifying through the spirit of power. Picking up where I left off before. Again, I was talking about the elect. How the Most High has selected the nation of Israel to be his chosen seed, all right, and out of that selection of people of that nationality, he's elected only 1/3 of the nation of Israel to be saved in these end times that we are living in today, in Babylon the Great, known as America. All right, so the essence of this video is to reach the elect and the 1/3. That is high time to wake out of sleep. And without further ado, we're going to let the Lord speak through the scriptures, man. Romans 9:13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So Jacob being the seed of salvation, Esau being the seed of destruction and perdition. The Lord hates wickedness and evil, so therefore he hates Esau, Edom. All right, we know who that is in the world, the rulers of the world. All right, so-called Rothschilds, Rockefellers, DuPonts, etc., etc. For the sake of edification, I'm not going to name any more specifics to that at this point. We all know who the Edomites are. They are in ownership of the world today. But Esau is doing so damn much with the censorship of YouTube at this point. I'm going to try and remain as edifying as possible and remain edifying as long as I possibly can. All right, it says, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid. So that's what the people say, man. That's what the world says. Oh, well, if everybody can't get in, I don't want to get in. Well, you're not getting in then, because the Lord is not dealing with everybody. All right, he's dealing with Israel, the bloodline. All right, it's a blood thing. It's about your blood. That's why, again, I got my face cam on, so you can see that I do not appear to be a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American. However, my patriarchy is that of an Israelite. All right, and I give thanks and praises to the Most High and Hamashiach for that. Okay. All right, so it's about your spirit, man, and the Lord's dealing with Israel only, and of Israel, he's dealing with an elected 1/3, primarily the elected 144,000, 12,000 righteous men from each tribe. So what you gonna say then? Because everybody ain't getting in, that there's unrighteousness with God? Okay, well you could ask that question when your dead judgment comes upon you. I'm gonna listen to the Most High. It says, for he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. And there's nothing I need to say to that. It outlines how he feels about that. And this is in the New Testament. So ask your soothsayers and your honeysuckle preachers and your honeysuckle pastors what that means. Why they ain't breaking that down to you in church and wherever you study at. All right. Whoever theologist that you pay money, not that we do this for money, we do this for the spirit, not of the flesh, but there's just no understanding in this world, and we vehemently despise abominations. Okay, thus saith the scriptures. 9:16 says, so then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy. Again, so it's up to the Most High who he's dealing with. Him being the creator of all flesh, even the nation, other nations and the heathens, we have no place to ask or fight his will. It is how he has said it to be, and it always will be how he will have it. We are just vessels. We are just flesh, and we are dust. So we have no place to ask. Salakia. No place in asking or questioning the will and power of the Most High and Hamashiach. You understand? It says 17, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, Pharaoh being the king of Egypt, the Most High had brought us, and by us I mean in the reincarnation, all right, in the days of antiquity of old, through the country of Egypt, when Pharaoh had us in captivity, and as it is then, as it is now. As it is written, there's nothing new under the sun. And as we were in captivity for disobedience in Egypt, we are in captivity again today in America as Babylon the Great, known as modern day Egypt, known as modern day Rome, and every other form of heathenistic captivity that we as Israelites have been in. Okay. But it says, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up. So he exalted Egypt to be a nation that the world sees to be a so on so knowledgeable nation, a powerful nation, a nation to so on so be feared if you fear flesh. Of course, as Israelites, we don't fear flesh. We fear the Most High and Hamashiach, a name being Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay. But the Most High exalted him so he could show his power. I'll let the scripture say it. Because that's where it's at. All the rambling of the flesh is corrupt. Go, get, that I might show my power in thee. It says, let me start it from the top. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will hardeneth. And that's a terrifying thing, man. As an Israelite, you have to be afraid of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for that very reason, because he could have you loving on Pharaoh, be in America in symbolicism today. You loving on America, you don't see the faults of America. You don't see the wickedness and abominations that are committed therein in this country. And as a result, you are linked on, essentially, in the flesh to this great judgment that is coming to this land, as it was shown in Pharaoh's land in the time of Egypt. All right, or vice versa. The great signs and plagues that the Most High has shown in Egypt, the raining of frogs from the sky, the flies, the scourges, the death of the firstborn. The same things will the Most High show in Babylon the Great and in the world today, and more. Thus saith the scriptures. So we should be terrified of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for that reason. And we should be doing everything we can to return unto these law, statutes, and commandments before that day of great judgment comes. All right. Return to thy creator in the days of thy youth, Israel. Yasharallah. Okay. Therefore we had hit that. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? So that's basically to you scoffers and you soothsayers. You know, you reason in your own flesh. You try to justify every little thing about what you do and why you do it. But the Most High ain't dealing with that. He's dealing with a meek and humble remnant. And us as the hopeful elect, starting with the elder apostles of Great Millstone and all the elders around the world and all the brethren around the world, teaching this truth and truth of sincerity, are suffering for Hamashiach as he suffered for us. The servant is not greater than the master. Okay. And in the Most High, he's going to harden your heart, man. So, I mean, if it's your will to die in America, thus said the prophet Isaiah in Isaiah the 30th chapter, you will and you can surely die with Egypt, your love. You know what I'm saying? If that's your provocative, that's your spirit, your lot, cast your lot. All right. Thou will say then unto me, why doeth he yet find, or Salakia, nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against God? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? And that's basically a mockery the Lord is making of this flesh, including myself, because we are all under Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's will. He hath created us all. Alrighty. And have we any right to tell him, being our creator, that, hey, you made me wrong, or hey, you didn't make me how I want to? Nah. So, I mean, as funny as that is, I mean, it's terrifying too, because there's people out there that really believe that, man. And if the Lord is dealing with you in any type of way spiritually, man, you need to wake up and try your best to return to these law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. And we need to pray for mercy, pray for faith, all right, and pray for forgiveness of sin, okay? Pray for wisdom to leave off from the sin and the wickedness that we have been living and dwelling in for these lifetimes, man, because that ain't gonna save us. Yahushua died only for the elect and the 1/3 of Israel, and as a result, if you ain't trying to come up off that wickedness and sin, he will let you perish in your own adversity. All right, it's a fearful thing. 9:21 says, Hath not the potter power over the clay, of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? Again, the Most High is a potter. We are his creations. And as an example that he's shown here through the Apostle Paul, all right, and it's also in the book of Isaiah, a reference as we are clay, made of the earth, made of dirt, made of dust. He has fashioned us with his hands. He treadeth us and created us spiritually and fleshly for us to be vessels unto his honor, whether that be an honor unto us serving and attempting to be in this number, if we are a men in this truth, okay, or returning to the law, statutes, commandments, that we could be a hopeful elect number, all right, or we're 1/3, and you other brothers in Aquathium that are attempting to be righteous and know these law, statutes, commandments, know your heritage, and are not down with America's provocative, you know, then that's a beautiful thing. That's our place. But the wicked have their lot, and they're going to try and fight the Most High. They're going to try and, you know, buck back at Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which just ain't, you know, it's not something that is going to work out well for them. And then that's a whole nother subject. But in reality, what we're dealing with today, I think we've hit that. Let me see the point of subject there. And that'll do it, man. That's the spirit. So I just wanted to finish what I had started yesterday. I truly hope this was edifying for the hopeful elect and the 1/3. For now, I say shalom.